All right, Onyekachi Ubani joins us this morning. He's a legal practitioner. Morning, and thank you for coming on
today.
Thank
you, Chamberlain. Good morning.
Well. I mean, looking at this matter, generating a lot of controversy, perspectives on this matter. But having seen what happened, you also have read and perhaps heard people talk about this. What's your impression about this whole development?
Well, my general impression is that there is really a big problem for us as a nation. If 36 governors now, or 35 governors, could not conduct what you call a free, fair and credible election, that produces a chairman of their forum in a manner that is less controversial, then you can imagine when we have election in 2015 that involved the entire country. It is very appalling, it is very sad, and Nigerians are not happy that 36 first citizens, these are chief executives of their various states, could not conduct an election that is regarded as free and fair, rancor-free. And so it's bad omen, it portends bad omen, and people are not actually very happy. Now, people are not happy with that forum in the first place, because this is a forum that, from their own perspective, have actually lost focus. It used to be for issue of peer review, engaging government in some of the developmental strides and all that, which is not actually the case at this point in time. It is actually concentration now on the issue of self-interest. Self-interest, perpetuation in office, and Nigerians are not benefiting anything from that forum. And they are saying so. If you go into the internet, you listen to radio commentaries and television commentaries, people are not happy with that forum because people are not getting good governance, as a result of that group. Though individual governors are really trying their best, but as a group, there is nothing that Nigerians are benefiting from that group.
All right, well, as we did say, that there are many reactions to this, and this one happens to be. Well, there you have it, Mr. Badi. Yes, you did say that Nigerians may not be benefiting from this forum. But the thing is, well, yes, they have this group, and what they do affects a lot of what goes on politically at that in this country. And now we see them disagreeing, but of course it's clear that there's a lot more going on, which will unfold in the days ahead.
That's right.
Than we're seeing now.
That's right. The situation is that the group over the years have evolved to be a very powerful group, very also important in determining the destiny of this nation. Remember that when President Yar'Adua was very sick in Saudi Arabia, and the issue of incapacity of his presidency was brought to question. It was this governors forum that gathered together after the former NAFDAC woman spoke out very boldly about the absurdity that was pervading in the country at that point in time. Then the governors now, got their strength back, regrouped, and then entered into negotiation with the National Assembly to invoke this doctrine of necessity in order to allow President Jonathan, then, who was then the vice president, to come into acting capacity as the president, acting president of the country. It was this particular body, I remember vividly. But then there was a condition. The condition was that they needed the president, if he comes in, to release the excess crude amount that was in the crude account for them, for their various states, so that they can effectively run their states. And the president, the vice president, then agreed and said, look, he is ready to do that. Immediately he was made the acting president, he released that amount of money. There are other instances where this particular forum has shown some level of strength. It was from that group that Yar'Adua emerged the president. It was from that group that even the President Jonathan himself, he became the vice president and now the president of the country. Sambo himself, that is the current vice president, also came from that group. And so it is a survival of the fittest. It is the issue of the soul of 2015 that is all showing up now. That whosoever controls that particular group may likely also determine the destiny of this country in 2015. So any political pundit that is interested in his ambition must be interested who is the chairman of that group. And so that is what it's all about politics. The opposition wants to control the soul of the governors forum. The political party in power, that's the PDP, also wants to control. And because of the ambition of the current president in 2015, he is also interested in who becomes the chairman.
Even though they said that, he's just minded doing his own thing and they should sort themselves out.
No, but you tell it to the Marines, but we know that the president is very much interested who is the chairman, because he has an ambition. And if you have a chairman who is antagonistic to your own political interest, if you have a chairman that is not loyal to you, then whatever is playing out now is what we're seeing, you know, that the president is actually interested in who is the chairman, because who is there determines who becomes the president actually in 2015, because they control the State House of Assemblies. They also control the resources of their state, and invariably control